What's going on, everybody? Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, I heard something a few weeks ago that I'm a little upset I haven't shared with you until now, and I don't think it really clicked with me. I was listening to a podcast that had a host or that was hosting a guest. The guest is somebody I've been following for a really long period of time. He's a very successful trader, very humble guy, insanely smart when it comes to the markets, and I have learned more from him probably than anybody else. And this is things that I try to pass on to everybody who is inside the group and to everybody who watches this content on YouTube, because he's a very, very shy individual. All right. But he said something about AMC a few weeks ago, and I want to share it with you, especially because the other day you could see people on the internet talking about the price action going up a dollar, down a dollar, and so forth. And right now, AMC is just hanging out in the weeds. So I want to break everything down. I'm going to try to do it as clearly and concisely and as simplistic as I possibly can to give you guys some understanding of exactly what is happening. So let's get into it. Before we get started directly with AMC, I want to talk about this week's theme. I mentioned it in the video I made last weekend that the Thanksgiving week is notorious for low float stocks to run hard. I saw them pop up on the scanner. And if you're a part of the group, we had a couple of them. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, every single day. But this was one that we played yesterday, LGVN. And I saw it come on the scanner. We even played it the day before, or on Monday, we played this one. But I said to everybody, I said, wait for it to get above $22. And finally, somebody had asked me, all right, they said, well, you could buy it at 18 or 19. And I said to them, I said, we always wait for the stock to show us the direction. All right, once it gets above a resistance, that's when it shows the direction it wants to move higher. As of right now, it's just doing its thing. And there's no direction. We don't know. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Is it going to bounce in between? There's no given direction when it comes to this. I've been playing this way for years. And once I really start to stick with, following these, guidelines that I have, I've become much more successful than trying to guess for a move. All right. I don't need to hit every valley or every peak. I just wait for the stock to show me where it wants to go. Even you can see in this chart, go look at this chart in the 5-minute candles. You can see that it broke through that $22 level, which is clear resistance, at about 940, but the volume really didn't come in until a little bit after. And that's when your buyers saw a change of pattern, a change of a confirmed direction. They come in and start buying and letting the stock rip. Okay. And so I want to relate this to AMC. I've learned this strategy a long time ago. I talk about it with everybody inside the group. This is how I trade. And I never really felt like I shared this with everybody when it comes to AMC. And so this gentleman had a question asking about AMC, talking about where he thought it was going to go. And he kind of chuckled at, and he said two things. He said, first of all, he said, there's so much money on the sidelines watching this play right here. So much money. Okay. He explained it, talking about how once it broke above the $14, all right, it really got confirmed about $14. As you can see back in, late May, early June, that's when the money just came and ripped it, ran this sucker all the way up to, I think it was like 77 pre-market, but they ripped the shit out of it. Okay. And there's tons of money on the sideline and they're still waiting. And there are two things that go on with stocks. All right. And picture just a battle. You have longs and you have shorts. Okay. And they all have troops on other sides. They've got troops behind them. They've got plenty of ammunition behind them. But their front line, their goal is to try to defend their lines and also try to get the other ones to kind of push over. And that's what you have happening. You have the shorts trying to protect to make sure it doesn't get above resistance, and also trying to break the longs down to get it below support to where they can really capitalize. And you have the longs, the buyers, who are defending their support very strongly. And as you can see it, he's defending it very, very strongly. They defended it here at 30. Once it closed the gap, they defended it again at 35, 36. And they're doing it now at the $38 level. Okay. And they're still pushing to try to get it above a little bit of resistance. That's when either direction gets confirmed. That's when they bring in the rest of the troops. Okay. That's when some of the shorts will slowly start to subside. They've got their ammunition and they go. And this guy explained it. He's like, listen, he's like, right now AMC is just in the fluff. This guy, he's a trader. He's not about, the movement whatsoever. He's like, I'm not invested in AMC. He's like, but you better believe it. Once it shows me a direction, of course I'm going to, because the stock has already shown that all eyes are on it. Everybody's heard of AMC stock. Everybody knows about AMC. And everybody also knows that AMC can run. Okay. We talk about it in the group. Whenever I see stocks come up on a pre-market scanner, I'll tell everybody, guys, this is a former runner. It's ran before. It's done this. It's gone 100%, 200%. Okay. It's done it before, which means that everybody knows what it's capable of doing. And they're waiting. They're waiting for it to show. So while apes like you watching this video, like myself, are holding this, okay, there is a ton of money on the sidelines from funds, from retail, from everybody, you name it, that is waiting for a direction to be shown to capitalize on this stock. So as long as support is held, because chances are if you're watching this video, you're not shorting it, okay? As long as support is held, we're still there. The money is still there. The eyes are still there. They're waiting. So if you see the price action go up $1, go down $2, go up $3, whatever, it really doesn't matter. And I know some of you, including even myself, I mean, I've accumulated a good amount of shares from this level that you might see your portfolio swing, 20, 30,000 in a day. And I know some of you guys watching this have a lot more shares, and you might even see $50,000 to $100,000 swings in a day. And that could be a lot. But when you look at the price action, when it only goes $1, $2, $3, it's the weeds. It's the weeds. It's this guy calls it the fluff. And he's like, I don't play the fluff. I wait for the direction. He's like, I wait for stocks to do that. But he said, like I said to you guys, with AMC, there's more eyes on this than anything else. Everybody knows what it's capable of. Everybody knows about retail, who holds this, who's going to hold this. Okay. It's a former runner. As you can see, it's already ran. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is, 487%. It's already ran. It's capable. So, like I said, when you see the movement, the intraday movements of just $1, $2, try not to let it bother you. We're holding support strong. Every time we dip down to that level, buyers step right in. They're defending that line and they're holding it strong. And as we've looked before, and I even shared this with everybody about market beat showing the institutional ownership, the amount of money, okay, that is defending that line, that is long on the stock, outseeds what is short on the stock right now. And the amount of people that know where us as apes stand, that we're holding this stock, okay, where retail has a really strong sentiment about any stock that's mentioned on Reddit, they're going to be long on it, and the money is going to flow. So I hope I was able to kind of share this as best as I could of what is happening exactly with the stock. And when you see that little bit of movement, try not to let it bother you. All right. It's just trying to figure out its thing, do its thing. Just know this. There's a ton of money on the sidelines waiting for the breakout that is gonna rip this thing. Okay. That's one. There's a good amount of money, okay, a ton of money as well, that is defending the line because they know what it's capable of doing. And even if you look at GameStop, all right, which hasn't really had its strongest move, okay, back in January, but it's the same thing. If you look at it on the yearly chart, I mean, that 150 line is strong. They're holding it because they know what's going to happen. Okay, so the intraday, try not to let it get to you. I'll continue to share every bit of information I have with AMC. If you do want to join the group, first link in the description, come check it out. All right, no matter how you trade, invest, we built a phenomenal group. There are so many amazing traders in there, very, very, very smart individuals. And also will just get you to understand when you might not see something. So if you're interested, come check it out, guys. That's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.